worksheet, our last lesson in chapter 6, and this lesson is on what are some kinds of bad weather. Now, when we did our reading week 2 weeks ago, we talked about bad weather. Remember, we had the story called Tornado, and we kind of talked a little bit about bad weather then, but in science, we're just getting to it today. And then tomorrow, for science, we're going to make a very cool cloud booklet to go with our weather units. So we're going to be ending our chapter on weather, and we're going to be doing a cloud booklet tomorrow. Okay? So let's learn about what are some kinds of bad weather. It says a thunderstorm is a kind of bad weather. A thunderstorm has heavy rain with thunder and lightning. Lightning is a flash of light in the sky. Thunder is the loud sound. Want me to have it? Put it in your mailbox in here or your thing? Like I said, thank you. Thunder is the loud sound that you hear after lightning flashes. Sometimes thunderstorms have hail and strong wind. So how can you tell how far away a thunderstorm is? Do you guys know how you can kind of tell how far a thunderstorm is? Maddie, what can you do?
I have two things. If there's like sort of dark clouds, and if like you're in the car going home or get McDonald's or this or that, and the radio says there might be a thunderstorm later.
Yep, so you should be ready for it. How do you know how far a thunderstorm is away? First, what do you think?
Because birds kind of fly around in circles and I'm basically told.
Yeah, but how do you know how far away that is? Brooklyn?
You can tell, my sister told me this, the boy, I think it's how loud the thunder is, that means how loud it is and how miles away it is. It's super.
Yeah, it goes along with that. You're on the right track, Keaton.
You count the seconds.
From what? You're right.
From 1.
Well, okay, so you count the seconds. So when you see the lightning flash,
That means 1.
and then you hear the thunder. So you count the seconds between the flash of lightning and the sound that it makes. So if you see the flash of lightning and then you count, I always say 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, boom! And then you hear the boom, I got to 5, so that tells me that lightning is probably about 5 miles away. Okay? So that's, 5 miles away is a pretty good distance. What if you saw the flash of lightning and then it went boom right away? What does that mean, Ingrid?
1 mile?
Maybe a mile, maybe 1 mile.
Maybe 0 miles. Or just
Yeah.
wait in front of.
So the closer together the flash of lightning and the sound is, the closer the storm is to you. The farther apart it is, that means the storm is farther away from you. Okay? So the next time you have a thunderstorm, which it might not be till the spring or summer, see if you can count, like, you can say 1 1,000 or 1 Mississippi, and every second is a mile. Louis.
If this one, Mississippi, you're zooming in with it.
Sorry.
The thunderstorm hits each other and turns into a tornado.
I'll zoom it back
And
out.
if the sirens go off, it warns you to get in the basement and stay safe.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, come on in, girls. Is it somebody's birthday today?
It's Ella's half birthday. It's not my thing.
It's your half birthday, and you got a treat?
It was in December.
Oh, but you're celebrating it now because we weren't in school. Happy birthday, Ella. Thank you so much.
I see you.
Okay. All right, let's go on to the next one. Here is some thunderstorm safety. So in our book, they want us to talk about how you can be safe during a thunderstorm. So always find shelter in a building or a car. you're in a building, like a school or your house, if you can go into the basement, that's the safest spot.
Yeah, because there's no windows.
Stay away from water.
Or the cookies.
During a storm, you do not want to be by any kind of water. So if you're out on a lake or at a pool, you want to get out of the water.
Why?
Stay away from metal objects because lightning is attracted to metal. Lightning likes metal. So if you're standing outside by the swing set, what is the swing set made out of?
Metal.
So,
Screws are too.
so if you're on the swing and the storm's coming, that lightning is going to strike the swings before it strikes a tree. Just because the lightning likes the metal. If you're holding anything, let's say you're out playing baseball and a storm's coming, do you think you should be out holding a baseball bat?
No.
No, because that baseball bat is made out of metal.
Only one. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I have a wooden one and a metal one.
Yeah. Now, here's another one. I kind of use the example as a tree. The lightning will get metal first, but lightning also likes tall things. So, if you're outside during a storm, do you think you should go wait by a tree?
No.
No, because lightning likes tall things. It's going to hit the tallest thing first. So, make sure you don't stay by a tree, and don't use a telephone because when you're on the phone, you are using, it's like signals and waves, and thunderstorms are also attracted to that.
Or they could.
And the last thing, keep away from objects that use electricity. So if you are at your house and there's a thunderstorm, do you think you should maybe be on your computer or on your devices?
No.
If there's ever a storm at my house, I unplug everything because the electricity from the lightning will come and it'll zap all of your electronics.
And then
So it could break your electronics.
So
if
power
you
them off.
unplug them,
And they can shock you like your phone.
if you unplug it, then it won't break it. So if there's ever a storm at home, I always go around and unplug everything. And then I have to go back and plug it back in after the storm. Wyatt, thank you for raising your hand.
So the first one is we don't unplug our stuff because we're fine. I don't think
You think you're fine? Well, you never know.
Yeah, because we had a big thunderstorm before and it never
Well, good.
broke.
But you never know.
And then the second thing is lightning is hotter than
It is pretty hot, isn't it? Hayden.
Also, a lot of rain. You want to also stay away from water because if you're in the water, it can zap you.
Okay,
We all know that.
so Hayden says, let's say it's raining a lot and the thunderstorm's coming, it has lots of rain and lightning. If you're standing in water,
Get out.
it could zap you.
Get
And
out.
also, with a thunderstorm, you could get lots of rain, which causes flooding.
Get out.
And that is dangerous too, because that could sweep you away. And
And you can't swim that
and,
fast.
Yep, and you
Yeah,
can't
if you're
swim
in
fast.
a river or like a lake,
Yep.
then the thunderstorm will swim.
Okay, I'm gonna take Kinsley and then we're gonna go on to the next page. Okay, the next page, oh Kinsley, I'm sorry, I forgot about you.
It's about
Kinsley,
tornadoes.
If you're by like the water thing,
water tower.
water tower, and you go up there, you can like zap you.
So do you think that would be a safe spot to go?
No.
Definitely not.
So you can go back in your house.
Okay.
So the lightning can burn you.
Now, let's move on.
Windows are made out of.
I know
It would break my water.
lots of you have lots of things to share, but you can't always share on everything. So let me keep going, and then at the end, if you want to have something to share, we'll share that, okay? Now, tornadoes can happen during thunderstorms. A tornado has very strong winds that come down from clouds in the shape of a funnel. So who remembers, when is this officially a tornado and not a funnel cloud? what has to happen? Riley?
Like it can suck everything up.
It does suck everything up, but how do I know that's a tornado? Lea?
It has to do like this. Like
I know this.
I forgot.
Okay. How do I know that's a tornado and not a funnel cloud? Ellie?
I remember touching the ground.
It's touching the
That's
ground.
what I was gonna say.
So, a tornado or a funnel cloud has to touch the ground in order to be a tornado. We learned that a couple weeks ago in our reading. So, tornadoes can happen in the spring or summer. Now, when our tornado came to Grenada, it wasn't, well, it technically I think was kind of still summer, but it was in September, which is really kind of almost fall too. So it could happen. Tornadoes form quickly. It is hard to predict when a tornado will happen, and tornadoes that touch the ground can destroy things. And we know that because we've all seen it. We maybe didn't experience it, but we have seen it. Okay?
I haven't seen a tornado in real life
Ellie.
before.
At my dad's before, there was like this house right by my dad's house, and it got struck because they had something metal outside.
Good example. Tyson? Kinsley! I'm going to wait a minute. Because some of you are kind of being rude. When your friends are sharing, you're not listening to them.
When the tornado went by our house, the power line went down.
It
So
went
they
down.
put like a flag so nobody would go through it.
Because that would be very dangerous if somebody tried to get through it, right? Okay. Addie,
How long is it?
how long is what?
A tornado and like a thunderstorm.
How long can that last, or like how big?
Like how long does it last?
It depends on how strong it is. So
If it's really strong,
some are very weak and they're short, and some are stronger and they're bigger and they last longer. So it just depends on how strong it is.
Tornadoes can.
Wyatt,
When my nana was a little kid, she had there was a big thunderstorm, and they had no electricity for like 3 days.
wow. So that is kind of scary. Okay, I'm gonna keep going on. I know some of you have more things to say, but just wait, okay? Now we're gonna talk about some safety, and you guys all know this, but let's just review it really quickly. So, in a tornado, go to the basement or an inside hall, a closet, or a bathroom. Those are the safest spots because they have the most support. They're the strongest. Sit under the stairs or near an inner wall. So don't sit on the outside walls of your house. Okay? Keep away from windows, water, metal, and objects that use electricity. Cover your head. Why do we want to cover our head? Hayden?
so glass can't hit it.
Yep, so things are flying around like glass or other things.
What if it hits your hand?
If it falls, you have your head protected.
Oh, I'll just wear mine.
And then lastly, if you cannot get to shelter, lie flat in a low place. So Rain, just have a seat. We're not quite ready yet. It's not quite ready yet. So if you're outside and a tornado's coming and you don't have time to get inside, lay like in a ditch or somewhere low. Okay? All right. We're gonna, Mrs. Murphy's gonna keep going.
That is dangerous.
Whoa.
I'll move over here. This is better. Okay, hurricanes. Now, a hurricane is a large storm that starts over warm ocean water. So could we ever get a hurricane here? No. Because we don't have oceans. We have lakes and rivers, but we don't have oceans. A hurricane has heavy rains, and the rains can cause floods. A hurricane has very strong winds, and the winds can knock down trees and buildings. Now, you guys probably won't have to worry about this now, but let's say you guys decide when you are old, like an adult, that you want to move to where there's the ocean and that where hurricanes can happen, here's some safety tips. Move away from the ocean if you can. And they give you warnings. The weathermen or women, the meteorologists, that's their official name, they will tell you, they will warn you. They know when a hurricane is coming. So if they tell you hurricane is coming, you need to move away from your home, then that's what you need to do. Because you want to be safe first. Then, board up your windows. So what they'll do is they'll put wood on the outside of the windows. So pretend that a hurricane's coming here. We would put wood on the outside of our windows because the wood would help protect the glass from breaking. It still could break, but it would help protect it.
Take some nails, hammer it.
Bring these objects inside. So if I am outside and I have my lawn chair outside because it's summertime and a hurricane is coming, I'm going to bring that inside my house. You'll keep extra water on hand for drinking because if there's a hurricane, a lot of times there's no power, the water gets bad, so you want to have bottles of water ready to drink. Check the batteries in your flashlight or radio. And then during the storm, stay inside. Stay away from windows. Okay? All right, I think that's the last one.
Yep.
Whew, that's the last one. All right,